for India, which is what we call as the state of cloud for India, and that's what I'm going to talk about here today. For those of you, actually, show of hands, how many of you have actually seen the state of the cloud report before? Okay, so for you, 40% of the slides will be the same, but they'll be slightly better because I'll be presenting it. Just kidding. The remaining 60% will be more customized for India. And then next week, actually, we're releasing a Rise of SaaS in India report, which will be completely new and completely, so just a plug for that as well. Great. Just one last thing before I jump right in. Show of hands, how many people are founders here? Okay, good. And how many people are operating in early stage startup? Early stage, I mean you have less than 5 million of revenue. Okay, great. So everyone else, are you what? Investors just passionate about startups? Anyone who's not in one of these two categories? So that I know who I'm talking about. Anyone wants to volunteer? Or should I assume you're all founders or operators in startups? Any investors in the room? Speak so much. You're supposed to speak up all the time. Okay, great. Yeah, so this report is most relevant, I would say, for founders. A little bit, more focused at the operating folks. But given there are some investors in the room, I'll make sure that we touch upon those points as well. But great, let's get started. Last 12 months, a lot has happened. OpenAI, DALI, ChatGPT, SVB went down. How many of you had lines from SVB? Hopefully everything is okay. In general, it's been a tough year. It's not been a great year. And we've kind of moved into what I like to call the SaaS multiverse. We know that, the largest venture debt kind of company for startups went down. All of a sudden, there's this new technology called AI which has come up. We're all of a sudden thinking about these new themes. While at the same time, valuations are down from their all-time highs. Show of hands, people who are investors who've had their portfolios seen markdowns. Nobody's going to raise their hand. So yeah, it's been a tough year, but we're also kind of in this multiverse of cloud where there's so much stuff happening parallelly. There's new technology in the forms of AI. There's stuff going down. There's valuations going down. So it's just a mixed bag of things. This is obviously stuff that all of you know. I'll stand on the side. Generally, these are the public cloud multiples. The blue line is the emerging cloud index that BVP tracks. Everything else is the other public market indices. And yes, it's down. That being said, cloud as a whole still has outperformed the broader markets. And that's something that talks to the strength of the cloud model. Fundamentally, the strength of the cloud model lies in the fact that you have a stream of recurring revenues at very high gross margin, hopefully at greater than 100% net retention. So any sales and marketing spend that you do today keeps compounding and giving you these kind of, gross margin over the coming years as well. And that's the reason why, despite all the, you see the steep decline from the end of 2021, it's still much better, or it still performed much better than all the other, the NASDAQ, the S&P 500, Dow Jones, and all the other indices. So cloud is not dead. Good. At the same time, because of these valuations going down, software public offerings have stopped. Last year was a record year in the number of IPOs that happened. I don't think any cloud IPO, maybe one has happened this year. I may be not fully up to date. A lot of M&As have happened though, although the aggregate value of the M&As has gone down. Some M&As not so great, but some M&As really good. The acquisition of this company called Figma, which I'm sure a lot of you have used. That was 50 times revenue. So it's not all bad. And just like the public market has kind of, seen a negative growth or like a degrowth, VC funding has pulled back. The reason you see VCs in this stock today, where I normally don't see, is because we don't have much work to do. So I'm just kidding. But yeah, again, this is not a surprise. VC rounds have become smaller. Funding activity has slowed down. Valuations have come down. Again, we talked about that because the public market valuations are down. And From a capital raise perspective, though, VCs have a lot of what we call as dry powder. Dry powder basically means, despite everything that's happening in the public market, where the valuations are down, funding activity has slowed down, funds actually have a record all-time high dry powder or capital available with them to invest. And we think this may be more damp than dry powder in the sense, just based on the activity, it doesn't look like many funds are kind of doing investing at the same pace as they were back in 2021. But there is this capital available, so at least my own view on this is that if you're a high quality SaaS business, there is capital out there in the market. All of that is a very, we talked about the public market valuations, but this thing doesn't change. Centaurs or SaaS businesses which have $100 million of revenue remain unaffected by all of this that's happening. In fact, while we didn't see any new unicorns this year, I believe, but we actually saw a couple of new companies enter this Centaur list across the $100 million ARR numbers. So that's good news. And we feel that this number continues to be the right number to track. Your valuations are not really in your hand. Just because someone wakes up one day in the US and thinks that today let's raise interest rates and which brings the market down, that changes the value of the business, even though the business still has the same number of customers, same revenue, same metrics, everything. So the fact is you can't really control it. What you can control is that you have good customers, are you giving them a good product, and are you generating revenue? And that revenue is not dependent on externalities like interest rates. So that still remains. But coming back to this, and I talk about interest rates, how many of the people in this room understand what's happening in this chart? It's a chart showing how the 10-year US Treasury yield has, which is the light blue line, which is this line right here, this one. As that goes down, the dark blue line right here goes up, which is the cloud multiples, and as that light blue line goes up, the dark blue line goes down. Anyone in the room want to take a stab at what's happening here? Okay. So you're saying the cost of capital has gone up. Can you explain for us what's the cost of capital?
Yeah, the cost of capital in terms of your interest rate has gone up, so your discount rate.
But what is the cost of capital? Like, what's the? A lot of people in this room may not know what is cost of capital. Like, what's the concept of cost of capital? Sorry, I'm just putting you on the spot. You volunteered.
Technically, it's a weighted average cost of capital, right? So it's a function of your equity cost of capital, cost of equity, and cost of debt. And it depends on what percentage of debt and equity you sort of have as part of your funding. So when your interest rate goes up, the cost of debt obviously goes up. So that kind of affects your cost.
Good. Show of hands, people who understood what he just said. 2 people, 3 people. That is great. The last time someone tried to explain this was 0. You've done a pretty good job. For all of those who did not understand or did not raise their hands, let me try and I think what you said is correct. It's financially correct. But I try to understand it in a much more non-mathematical, still maybe a little bit mathematical, but let's see why that's happening. So, there's this concept known as the discounted cash flow model. How many of you have heard of a discounted cash flow model? Okay, a lot more people have heard of it. How many founders understand that discounted cash flows is eventually how your businesses will get value? Show of hands, the founders in the room. Okay, good number. So the discounted cash flow model is a model, we won't get into what it is, which calculates the value of a company today based on projected cash flows going forward. As our friend just said, a lot of startups, a lot of high growth startups don't really have cash flows today. So their value can be approximated using a potential future cash flow model. We don't need to know about how that works, we won't kind of go into it, but let's just for a minute agree with me that cash flow model is a way to value companies. Now, in that cash flow model, there is this term known as the terminal value, which is what this fancy equation over here tries to show us, which is called TD. And usually, in a free cash flow model, most of the value of a company lies in this TD or this terminal value. The reason being that eventually the company's cash flows become stable, and those stable cash flows keep on compounding, and that's where most of the value comes from. And the way we calculate the terminal value is a complicated formula, but the simple way to understand is G is the growth rate of the economy, and R is the cost of capital in the economy, or the interest rate the government treasury yield in that economy. Lot of words there. Let me make it even more simple for you. If that's that scenario where you have to believe that I did the math right. I did do the math right. This is not the first time I'm showing this math. It is published. People did not troll me for this math, so this math is correct. For the same growth rate, when the interest rate in the economy goes from 3% to 6%, the terminal value of the business, which has cash flows, which I kind of put here, 100, 120, 140, 160, 180 million dollars, the value of that same business becomes 1/4. Because of that mathematical equation. And so when interest rates rose from 1-2% to 6-6.5%, this is basically what happened. Does anyone remember off the top of their minds how much the EM Cloud Index fell in 2021 at its lowest time? Anyone? Anyone wants to take a guess at how down the cloud multiples are from an all-time high? 70%. What was the long-term interest rate treasury yield in the US? It used to be around 1-2%. It went up to 6%. It's not a perfect mathematical equation, but it's important that you understand this. Because this is what has changed. This is all that has changed. This number, this 3%, 26% is the only thing that has changed. The company still generated the same amount of revenue. And that's what happened to the public markets as well. As interest rates in the US kind of went up, public market valuations came down because a lot of them are based on this model. Now, you're all entrepreneurs. Why am I explaining all this? You don't need to know any of this math. But what you need to know is that as interest rates go up, and again, there's a lot more math here, and a lot of people who understand that math will want to make some sense of this, but the TATR here is, as interest rates go up, return expectations from the business increase. Because I could get that same, if I invest money in a government T-bill, which is fully safe, it's a US government denominated debt, I can put my money in a fixed deposit with the US government, I will get 6% rate of interest. So if, and that same number 5 years ago was 1%. So now if I have to invest in a risky asset, the return expectations go up. And the math explains that, I won't go into the math too much, but basically this is the thing that I have to kind of remember as founders. When you're building, as interest rates go up, return expectations from investors who are investing in your company go up. And now, to people who followed or didn't follow so far, but how people understand how does an investor make returns from your business? People who have raised venture capital. Founders, how many founders in this room who raise venture capital? How do investors buy? How do investors make money from your startup? When you sell the company. Okay, what is the value of the company at that time? Like, what makes the company more valuable when you sell it?
It's revenues first.
Revenues is one way.
And what's the future operation of building more revenues?
Correct.
The DCF model is the reason why.
Correct. Or growth.
Correct.
Revenue and revenue growth, right? Okay, now someone who's running a bootstrap business.
Then there will be profits.
Profits, okay, great. So we have
Essentially, the bottom line is that you would like to see profits or growth, depending on what the expectation is.
amazing. I did not plant this guy in the front row. But that is exactly it. Everyone is looking for businesses with either high cash flows, which is profits, or high growth. The next slide is kind of like a teaser slide, but how many of you have heard of this thing before? Growth plus cash flow, what does that give you? Has anyone heard that equation before? Anyone? Sorry, I heard someone. Rule of 40. What is the rule of 40? Sir, you haven't spoken before, so sorry, I'm a little bit of a class teacher. You said rule of 40, right? Who said rule of 40? You said rule of 40, yeah.
Profit plus growth percentage.
Yeah, but what's the rule of 40 in that? Like, what's 40?
It should be more than 40.
It should be more than 40. Great, thank you. You're a great audience. Yes, that is the efficiency equation, which is also known as the rule of 40, growth plus free cash flow percentage. The higher this number is, the better the business is supposed to be as per investors. If you're an early stage company, you probably won't have free cash flows and your growth will look all over the place. The way I approximate the same number for an early stage company is the net new revenue that you add over the net worth that you do, or the ratio of your net new ARR to net worth. So now let's rewind so what did I say? Interest rates went up, because of which valuations came down, because return expectations from startups went up. Returns depend on growth plus SCF. So, in a high interest rate scenario, what becomes important? Anyone? Sorry. Profits is one part of the equation, but efficiency becomes important. As interest rates go up, efficiency becomes more and more important. Go back to all the founders, not new ones, but who else has raised venture capital in this room? Founders who raised venture capital. Or any sort of investment. Has your board talked to you about efficiency in the last 6 months? Did they talk to you about that 3 years ago or 2 years ago? Sorry? Right. Now it's efficiency. So the reason that investors are talking about efficiency more today is because of this math. So I want to take this opportunity to talk to you about that. A lot of people ask me that why are investors all of a sudden, thinking about efficiency when 18 months ago they were talking about it. Because 18 months ago interest rates was 0 or 1%. All that mattered was growth. Today with high interest rates, your efficiency becomes a lot more important, and hence people are talking about growth plus free cash flow percentages. If you remember nothing else from the presentation, remember this. There is a mathematical reason and a real reason why investors have suddenly started asking you about your efficiency. Efficiency is basically, again, if you take the math out, it's a proxy for, at like over a long time, can your business continue to grow or can it continue to generate cash flows? Because it talks about, so let's go back to this equation. Somebody said rule of 40. Yeah. So let's say this efficiency number is 40. This efficiency number can be 40 as growth is 40 plus free cash flow is 0. But it can also be 40 as growth is 0 and free cash flow is 40. If you take those two extremes, it basically talks about if your cash flow is 0, how much can you continue to grow at exactly 0 cash flow? Or it talks about if your growth is 0, how much cash flow will you continue to generate? Because those are the two ways in which investors make returns from your company. And higher efficiency companies either have high growth or high cash flows or a combination of both to generate better returns for their investors. You don't believe me, you can look at the public cloud index. If you draw a correlation, this is the third time that I'm presenting this slide over 18 months, and every single time that I've done the correlation between the revenue multiple of any company on the public cloud index and its efficiency number, the correlation has come to that's the highest correlation with any other metric, be it revenue growth or anything else. The coefficient in this case is around 62%, and I actually did the statistical significance test that's there in the footnotes. I didn't just look at a correlation. This was a statistically significant kind of data that we took. But basically, there's a very direct correlation between the efficiency of the business and the multiple that business, or the implied valuation of that business. Better efficiency businesses, higher efficiency businesses will tend to be valued better because they will generate more returns for their investors, because they're either growing really fast or they're generating a lot of cash flows, which becomes very, very important in a high interest rate environment. Are half the people in this room with me so far? People who are with me so far have understood 60% of what I said. Raise your hands. I will take that. For those who don't, if you don't want to think if you don't remember anything, just remember this. When interest rates go up, return expectations of any business increase. The way to measure those return expectations is either through growth or through free cash flow. The combination of which is this metric that people define as efficiency. So as interest rates go up, efficiency becomes important. So when you're running your business or when you're working for a startup or when you're evaluating business that you invested in, focus on the efficiency because interest rates are high and they seem to be high. Like they haven't shown any signs of coming down. Great, a lot of math. We talked about a lot of math. I want to move away from the math. Yeah, this is the last slide. So, basically, we talked about this. So, these are three companies which are on the public cloud index: Cloudflare, Paycom, and Viva. All of them have, as of 23rd June 2023, 41.8, 41.9, 41.8% efficiency. But as you can see, they have very different growth profiles. Cloudflare is growing much faster than Viva. Paycom is kind of equal on both. But all three of these businesses have the same efficiency. They will probably generate the same dollar returns if you give them $1 of capital. Again, this is data for the cloud. Great. Hopefully, this is the last slide. But yeah, 2023, year of the efficient entrepreneur, that's what I like to say. But this year, probably for the next year as well, focus on efficiency a lot because it doesn't look like, usually interest rates don't come down faster than they go up. At least, like, at any given point, we're probably only halfway there. So if they took 18 months to go up, they'll probably take at least 18 months to go down. I'm not a macroeconomist, so don't quote me on that. But nature follows, like, if it goes up, it comes down. It's not going to come down any faster. Great, so what else happened in 2023? A lot of founders said that, hey, now that multiples have gone down, valuations are correcting, should I fundraise, should I not fundraise, should I wait? The same VC is offering 30 times ARR, is not talking about 6 times ARR, what's happening to the world. I tried to explain to you why that's happening. But as a very practical thing, don't wait for the next bubble to fundraise. If you're thinking that, hey, I'm going to wait till valuations go back 30 times ARR, you can do that. Everyone has free will. But if you ask us, that's not a great strategy. You should raise, and we did this poll, by the way. So this chart is, so we polled everyone at BVP. We are around 70 investment professionals globally. We polled everyone at BVP that when do you think their portfolio companies should raise? And generally, like as one can expect, everyone is very optimistic. Let's raise as late as you can. But we want to say that's not really the right way to think about it. Like we all were wrong. The right way to think about it is raise when your business needs it. Don't try to time the market. If you would time the market, then you are in the wrong business. You should be doing something else. If you want to time the market, you should be investing in the market. You should not be running a startup. So when founders ask me this, I'm like, raise when you want it. Raise when your business needs it. Hopefully, a little bit before your business needs it. This is a complicated matrix that we try to create about how fundable your business is, or how much stress you should take about raising capital for your business. Again, this slide is complicated, it's online. But broadly, if you're like, I would focus on a couple of metrics here. If you have less than 12 months of capital, definitely fundraise. It takes time to fundraise, get people together, things go up and down. But try and focus on the efficiency, which is the net new revenue to net burn. I would say try to get your efficiency as close to that 1x number as you can. A lot of venture investors will actually probably want to do that. Try to get your net retention up. Net retention helps you make sure you don't have to invest in sales and marketing to get growth next year. And yeah, try to get a lower CAC payback. CAC payback is always an important metric because it tells you how fast you're going to recoup the investment that you're going to make. So if I give you $1 of capital today, if I invest $1 in your company as a VC, how quickly will you get that $1 back to reinvest versus how dependent are you on me giving you more money to keep going. So I would just highlight those three metrics: focus on your CAC payback, focus on your efficiency, focus on your net retention, and raise before you have less than 12 months of runway because it takes time to raise. Growth, yeah, it's good to have growth, but there are a lot of companies right now which don't have growth because of a variety of macro reasons that you can't control. But as long as those top 3 or 4 metrics are in the place, there is it's a business that we at least feel is quite fundable. Cool. No more talk about valuations. Let's talk about AI. How many of the founders in the room are building businesses in AI? Significant numbers. How many founders in the room don't know what AI is? Even if you don't know, don't admit it in the room. It's not good. Just kidding. No, you probably know. If if you're not living under a rock, you probably know what AI is. You've seen some of these charts before. Yeah, like just the scale at which ChatGPT got users much faster than anyone else. We all kind of believe AI will transform how we live, how we work. But what's really happening? People talk about there's somebody from Microsoft that I met, right, I think 10 minutes prior to this talk. A lot of people believe that, there is an AI monopoly, that folks like Microsoft, Google have, or maybe now, Facebook have a lot of monopoly because they have the compute power, they have the resources, they can train the best models. We actually don't think so. We think that AI has a fat head, which is the Google, the OpenAI as a word, but it has a long growing entitlement tail. So if you're building, you should not be worried about, will OpenAI do this and Google do this? Maybe they will, they probably will. But that's not the reason to not build, because this is exactly what happens every time there is a new tech innovation. There is always a fat head of the whale, but there is, in this case, we're quite confident there is a very long growing entitlement tail. Companies in the world are doing all kinds of stuff with AI. There are companies trying to do the application layer, dev tools, horizontal foundation model. There's a bunch of companies. Yeah, but what I want to call out is every company should be in that embedded AI. Like if today you're building, if you're building a software business today, and you're not thinking about AI, you should be thinking about it. Because AI is going to fundamentally transform how every business operates. It doesn't mean that you have to build your own language model. It doesn't mean you have to hire a team of 25 data scientists, PhDs. What it means is reimagine your business's workflow, reimagine what your customers need, reimagine how your customers are going to interact with the product using what AI has changed in the world, and try to incorporate that in the product roadmap, try to incorporate that in the sales roadmap, try to incorporate that somewhere in the product, because that is going to happen. That's where the world seems to be going to. Again, qualifier, it does not mean that you have to build a language model. All it means is just think about where does AI fit into my business, because every company in the coming years is going to become an embedded AI company. You're a vertical SaaS platform, guess what? All of the users of your vertical SaaS platform don't need AI. You're a sales and marketing platform, guess what? All of the actions that you're taking on the CRM could be automated using AI. Let's take an extreme example. You're a renewable energy calculating software platform. Guess what? AI can change that. Anybody wants to take a shot, this is completely open, and tell me that their business is not going to be affected by AI? Someone? No one? Everyone believes everything I said? Great. Yeah, but that's an important thing to take away. That think about what AI can do in your business. Think about how you can use AI in your business. Even if it just means embedding and opening an API, but think about that because it's going to become more and more important. The race is on. Just try to keep doing new things. These are just some ways in which we believe companies can do this. So and like the entire list is there. You can give every employee access to LLMs, run hackathons, some sort of blah. Here's what I told every one of my portfolio founders early this year, probably in Jan. I was like, identify 2 or 3 really smart engineers in your team who really understand this, who are not wedded to what I call the old way of doing business, which is a non-AI era. People who understand what's happening in AI, and put them in a separate room, maybe a separate building, and ask them to present every Monday to you one new application of AI for your business. Because that's the only way you'll actually solve for it. Because if you're deep entrenched in your business on a day-to-day basis, you are so biased by what you're seeing every day, what your customers are telling you every day, what fires are put out every day, it's hard to innovate. But it's very easy to innovate if you're a group of 2 or 3 people. Put away in a separate corner and just say, hey, think about what AI can do for the business. That's something I've told all my portfolio founders. It's not easy because it involves putting 2 3 people away, taking away their time. But even if it's one person, that person should be only focused on that. But again, that's my view. Because that's how you get the most innovative ideas. And they generate 100 ideas, and one of them will make your business truly AI embedded. Because that will probably change your business for the better. But to get that one, you need to try that 100. The best way to do that is to get these 2 or 3 people in your team just working on that, having them reimagine the business. Down to my last 2 3 slides. AI itself is going to be table stakes. Use it to strengthen your other modes. It's seems really simple, but I don't necessarily feel that data modes are the only way to build a mode. AI is going to get table stakes. Everyone is going to do it. What you have to do is figure out how AI is going to change your product and make your existing mode better. Which goes back to embed AI in your product, because if you don't do that, somebody else is going to come and take over the market really quick after. But now that we've talked so much about AI, how many of the people in this room believe that AI is going to replace humans? We have 1, 2, 3, 4 people, 5 people. I'm going to start this one at the back. So why do you believe that AI is going to replace humans? Like, how do you believe AI will replace humans? Give me an example.
Well, so I'm just waiting for singularity, right? So all bets are off of the singularity. So I'm an effective accelerationist, right? The new thing that Mark Anderson has started, right? And it all leads to transhumanism anyways. What's so great about humanity? First of all, right? We should ask that question: whose human values are we aligning to? Right? Is it Mahatma Gandhi's values? Is it MLK's values? Like, we need to come up with those answers first. Right? So I'm in that, so I don't even, so I'm coming in from a very different angle. Right?
So basically, you believe we all shouldn't exist. All of us.
This is
just bad for the world.
So
we are a parasite on Earth.
this is all a simulation anyways. Right?
I think we should have Sir Vidur talk next time. Someone else. Yes.
So I think call center jobs would be the first one to be hit. Anything which is standardized, standardized, repetitive, will be the first one to go.
Okay. I want to make one more. And again, I didn't plan that, but okay.
Hi guys, so the pinnacle of computer science is to be thought that the computer can never defeat a human on chess. And that's a predominant thought for like almost 50 years. And now today, every grandmaster actually buys times on supercomputers. There are 10 people who advise them how to play lines. We now know for sure that no human can ever defeat a computer in chess. How many people play chess here by any chance? Anybody play chess properly? Like, I have a 17 rating points on the FID. Alright, there you go. So some people know that what it means. Creativity is supposed to be the ultimate passion which cannot be reached by the AI machines. Creativity is nothing but trying lots of things, knowing lots of things, and this is exactly the core principle of AI. It's like it will try a lot of iterations, some of them will win. So it's absolutely clear that after 5 years or so, 10 years or so, you will see AI create films, AI create music. You might live in a singularity, my friend, of course, I don't know how many beers you're down, but that does not matter. The fact that we will actually live in a world which is governed by AI for sure. That's the way it's going to go from here.
Perfect, perfect. So I heard three industries, I heard call center jobs, I heard movies edited and designed by AI, and I heard chess. Chess, I don't know, I don't play chess, so I'm going to leave that out. But at least in call centers, increasingly what you're seeing is that yes, AI is making the call center agents very efficient. You don't need them for 80% of things. Similarly, when you're doing a movie edit, a lot of the simple stuff you can do with AI. But our general view is that you cannot take humans out of the equation. Because for that last 10%, when you have to ask that one corner case in your banking application and the AI just keeps giving you the same answer, because the human emotion element is not there. Or when you need to change a certain color scheme in an edited film, because you understand the emotions of that, you understand what the human element of that is, because eventually you're building products for humans. We believe that AI plus humans is the future and not AI replacing humans. And this is my favorite kind of line. I believe that India, being a services-heavy economy and having a lot of depth of AI talent, is really well positioned to move forward. Any service today, any service, can be made 3, 4, 5, 10 times more productive, more efficient, faster, more accurate by implementing AI. the same services business, which was running at a 40% gross margin, 15-20% EBITDA, can now run at a 60-65% gross margin, 25-35% EBITDA. And I personally believe, and we at BFP believe, that AI plus humans prioritizing services is a great opportunity for India. We invested in some companies here, but think of any service agency that you know, and now think of how AI can change that. And now imagine that service agency, let's take a travel agent. A travel agent can do their job significantly better if they use AI in their workflow. They can actually spend time actually servicing the customer as opposed to trying to just find itineraries and find hotels. Let's take a lawyer, like we've seen that, actually that's a simple example. Somebody wants to give me a service that they believe AI can't accelerate. Sorry? Plumbing. Great, that's a great example. So you're right, the actual plumbing probably right now AI can't do. But yeah, I'm actually optimistic that you're going to get some tools which actually help you do that. Like which help the thinking part, like or the design part of it go away. Maybe not to fix your tap, like usually to rotate the thing to fix your tap, and then you get a robot to do that. But yeah, okay, yeah, fair. That's a service which can't. Oh, for sure. Like, yeah, I mean, we all can. That's great. Say, thank you, sir. That's actually true for everyone. Like, all of us can use AI to become more efficient, more productive, better, faster, more accurate, all of that. But a lot of services actually, which are being done by humans today, which don't require a significant hardware element really, can be automated and made really fast. And this is something we're really excited about. We believe that every service business will be automated through AI, software, and workflow. And workflow will actually be the moat. Where workflow and the human in the loop will be the moat for these businesses to scale, to generate value in the future. And it's a really exciting time for India. That's all I had. Happy to take questions. We have around 2-3 minutes left.
Hi Anant, you are a great friend, but I'm going to respond to you. Please don't get stressed with questions, okay? What is the typical IRR expectation of your LPs? 18%, 20%, 24%?
Of our LPs?
Yeah.
Our expectation is 30%.
30%, right? Then why do you care if the treasury is at 3% or 6%? It doesn't matter, right? I mean, अगर आपका treasury 3% पे है या 6% पे है, you have to return the capital at 30%, right? So why is your capital damped? Because you are hard pressed to return at 30%, right? So why is your capital damped? You should be, yes, I get it. I mean, for an average Joe like me, जिसके पास जेब में 100 रुपया है, he probably thinks that let's go and put the money in some treasury bond.
Correct.
You don't think like that, right? Are you going to put your BVP's money in treasury bond? I don't think so.
No, but when we take a company public, the company will go public.
Will
the average Joes invest in that business. And because those Joes don't want to invest in that business, I don't want to invest in a business which eventually when it goes public, the average Joes.
Let me complete my question. I'll of course
But that's the answer.
put down my question. My question to you, and it's the same question I've asked to a bunch of other friends or investors for a long time, that if our expectation of IRR is 30%, right, it does not matter if the treasury is 3%. The cost of capital for you remains exactly the same, because 30 or 3 or 6 में क्या ही फर्क है?
No,
Right? I'm going to play down the mic.
Yeah. No, so the
I'm still the ball to you and
Sorry.
questions.
Sorry.
Thanks.
No, the answer to that is that's a good question because that if I am expecting 30, whether it's at 3 or at 1 or at 6, how does it change my life? Like, why am I thinking about it? The reason I'm thinking about it, the reason why investors are thinking about it, is because eventually those companies have to go public. Eventually those companies will go public, and when those companies do go public, the equity investors, which is most of them going to be retail investors, are going to look at those companies and say, okay, can these companies return to me a significant? Correct, but so I think the difference of opinion is that you believe 5-6 years from now the interest rates will be back to where they are, and I don't. So I don't know honestly. Like it's the same thing. See when interest rates prior to 2019 or 2017 or 18, like before all this capital kind of happened, they were a little bit high. People were not assuming that it would go down. So that's just how we price the market. But like that's the short answer. Look, perfect answers are not there, but that's the short answer to why I care about it. Yes, someone in the back.
Okay, hi, I'm So I have a question about AI. So usually I'm selling product to enterprises, and in that, because of AI elements, the sales cycle has increased, involving a lot of CISO and CIO legal, and they are also not sure about how do we evaluate software which is using AI. Like there's the data guy who owns the logic or memory. So what are your portfolio companies doing this, or are they observing the same pattern of increasing sales cycle because of using embedded AI? Thank you.
So the short answer to your question is that are we seeing longer sales cycles due to embedded AI? The short answer is it depends on the industry and the buyer. I have one portfolio company which sells to enterprises in the US, six-figure ACV contracts. The company was always a AI company, it was just not a generative, it was like, it used machine learning somewhere. But as soon as we started doing a little bit of marketing around that, hey, we actually use language models, which we do, but we just never talked about them because we didn't think anyone would care. Our sales cycle actually compressed. So, lead to SQO, sales qualified opportunity conversion, like this is like the 6-month sales cycle enterprise business, 100K plus ACVs, right? So our lead to SQO used to be around 24 days. That has come down to 7 days in that specific business, because the buyers in that business are people who have, they are mostly CIOs, and CIOs in many large enterprises are being forced to think about their AI strategy. And this is one way for them to say, hey, I have AI in my company. But I take another example, which is the company which is selling to financial institutions. And there, one of the things that the buyer asks us upfront is, hey, are you using OpenAI or not? Or are you using an open source language model? Are you using an external API? Because if you are, just turn that off for me, because I don't know what it means for me. And so the major change that we did, because some of the first companies clients are also banks, is that all companies are trying to figure out a way to create a plug and play, or not a plug and play, but like a model role of AI that, hey, that if a customer is, if you sense that a customer is asking you all kinds of questions about AI, just switch it off. Just switch off whatever third-party API you use. But don't lose the advantage, because a lot of large companies, even small companies, a lot of people are trying to figure out how AI is going to change their product. So on the balance, I wouldn't cut it out of your product, but yeah, I would this should be one of the discovery call, like the first call kind of things that, hey, what's your stance on AI? Are you using any other product which has this? And if you give an answer no, you're probably not going to be the first one. You may be, but and as a founder, you have to be optimistic, but as an investor, I'd be like, probably not going to be the first one. Hopefully that answers your question. Yes.
Just institutional, I don't know if you covered this earlier, but what is your opinion on pitch decks for companies that are not creating the AI, but are using the AI to serve their customers, to put the word AI on the first page of the pitch deck? I mean, the AI is not the problem, or this, it's just, it's part of a solution. I don't put that I use React or SQL, right? So I'm just trying to understand.
It's a good question. I think it's important to mention that somewhere in a pitch deck, because going back to what I said earlier, a lot of businesses today are in denial over whether or not to use AI. And at least personally for me, I want to know that the entrepreneur that I'm talking to is abreast of the times and has figured out how to embed AI into this. Now, if you try and tell me that, hey, I am building let me take an example. Okay, if you're telling me you're building an HRIS system, but it's an AI native company, I'm going to ask you, what an HRIS system is AI? I'm going to probe you on that. But if you tell me, hey, I'm building an HRIS system and I've embedded AI workflows from these three products, I will read that as, okay, you know what AI you need to use, you've thought about it, you're not overselling it, you're not trying to mask something somewhere. So I think that's the approach that I would take. But I would include it because it's important for your investor, your potential investor to know that you have thought about that. Because there are people who haven't, like, who won't be as nimble as you are, who wouldn't have incorporated it already. Does that answer the question?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
I just wanted to share a thought on to your earlier discussion on the 30 and 3%. Investors are not that greedy about 30% per se, but the idea is more about the risk reward. Right? So at 3% there is no hardly any risk involved in it, and 30% of the risk is very high. Second, don't think from just one company versus one portfolio. The LPs are looking at it. They are investing into multiple funds as well. Not every fund will return 30%. So they are doing again a bucket analysis. Some will give 30%, some will give 30%. Because some will give 3, even at a fund level. That's why we get to test so many ideas and go down many of those. So the 30% is more about a risk reward at a portfolio level. Hopefully you agree with that.
That was an answer. Thank you. Last questions. I think we're out of time, but maybe one last question, then we will close. Two, maybe we do those.
Bridge round with a 20% discount clause or a 50% markdown you are expecting valuation.
Bridge round with a 20% discount clause versus a 50% markdown of your valuation.
Price round or
What is the goal for the bridge?
I could negotiate nothing, but yeah, it will be very demotivating for me to consider that. But it seems that the investors are pushing us to a lower price now because it seems a matter of prestige of not pushing for a bridge, asking for a bridge. But I think my company's valuation would be far better if I wait out, but you said not to wait out.
Yeah. So look, I think the short answer. Okay, so if I was advising an entrepreneur who I was already invested in, I would honestly take the price round. The reason for that is complicated structures are, you don't know how they'll play out. You like the question which I asked, like what's the floor? For all you know, in that bridge the floor is even lower than 50%. And you think you're getting like a discount to the next round, assuming the next round is going to be the higher price, but what if that's lower price? What if the 20% makes it lower? Second, it really changes the incentives of people around the table. The minute there are complicated structures, discounts, warrants, you don't like your existing investors are thinking differently, founders are thinking differently, new investors thinking differently, but everyone's returns are not aligned. In a price round, everyone's returns are aligned. Now, so that's why I like a clean price round, because I like to at least know what we're getting into. This is fixed. This is as bad as it gets, or as good as it gets. As opposed to trying to play again, like, there's a lot of pressure. Discounted rounds actually need a lot of, pressure on the founder, including like their team, because then they are like, oh, it's a discount to the next round. Now I have to keep running at some breakneck speed till the next round to try and get that next round to cover for some dilution which I think are happening. My general principle is, I think there's a broader question around valuations. Honestly, I think when do entrepreneurs make money? Entrepreneurs make money when the companies get sold or the company goes public. What really matters is how much equity you own when the company is sold / goes public and the price at which it is sold. All things in between don't really matter. They are all just value metrics. They maybe matter for investors who are carrying the portfolio somewhere, but they don't really matter for entrepreneurs. There are 70 different ways in which you can take a down round but still get the dilution. And I won't talk about it at a public stage, but like I would take the lower price in terms.
That's what I do by CQ. What matters is when you exit what's in your hand.
Correct. Last question, somebody in the back had it.
Yeah, sure. Thank you for the last question. I have a question regarding AI. I believe you suggested a mode, and I think you were referring towards workflow. That is correct. I think I partly agree with it. And I think because if we look at it, maybe I think the evolution, right, from maybe last 10 years, mobile, social, cloud, SaaS, and all those things. But will AI also be a similar flavor, which will go in couple of years? Because there are already a lot of restrictions in enterprise space around AI. GDPR is another aspect. I think if you go to Russia, that is about data, there is separate conversation. Let's not talk about China. So the growth will happen or is just hype? People are simply talking AI, right? I think, but the fundamental value to user is still very limited. So I just wanted to know what you think.
So short answer, I don't think it's just a hype. I think fundamentally processes have changed. As simple as writing code, the process has changed. Testing code, the process has changed. There are easier and faster ways to do that. Does that mean that a AI testing company should be valued at $1 billion? I don't know. But does that mean that if you're a large engineering organization with complicated test cases, should you be adopting that in your workflow? 100% yes. Because of that, I don't think that AI is a hype. I don't think it's it may be hype more than it needs to be. I'm not about that, but if you ask me, 5 years from now, will people still be using large language models? 100% yes. Will people still be incorporating automated workflows in their kind of work streams? Yes, 100%. How will their data be structured? Will they be using APIs from OpenAI? Will they be using proprietary LLMs that they have team using open source models? Will they be using localized geographic LLMs that the government has mandated? I don't know. That we'll see. But the fact that people will be using AI in their businesses, especially in software businesses, I would be willing to bet. I am betting on it. I'm investing in those companies. That's not safe. So that's actually a
Anyways,
question.
anyways, NVIDIA is also growing, so.
But on that note, thank you so much. You've been a wonderful audience. I did not plan to have you, but thank you so much.